friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dana and I am so excited to be able to share my love of makeup and beauty with you all. Today, I am trying a slightly different format for my monthly roundup. I'm going to do a sort of favorites and not so favorites review. I'm not going to go through everything I picked up this month just because it was an awful lot, so I'm just going to condense it to my tops and my bottoms of my haul for this month. If you've watched my March favorites video, let me know in the comments down below which format you prefer, because that would be very helpful in planning for May. I'm going to start with my least favorites and then we'll go to my favorites and end on a high note. So my first bottom of the week, it's not quite a fail, but it's not one of my favorite products, and this is the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. I have mine in the shade Snow, which is the lightest shade, which is most of the problem. This is too dark for me, and it's definitely too yellow toned. It's supposed to be fair and rose toned. I don't believe it is. I think it is a little bit more yellow than I would have liked. It doesn't sit on my skin very nicely. It kind of looks a bit oily. I can make this work. I can. If I use a primer and a good setting powder and I lighten with a bit of concealer or I mix it with a lighter foundation, I can make this work. But I don't want to have to work that hard for my makeup, you know what I mean? I love that this is really affordable and I love that it's really accessible to a lot of people, which is awesome, but it's not for me. Another sort of disappointing product from the month was the e.l.f. Oil Control Pore Minimizing Serum. I picked this up to see mostly if it was a dupe for the Farsali Liquid Powder Serum, and it is not. I have since learned that I am not that smart and that this is actually meant to be used totally separate to makeup. It's a skincare product and the Farsali one is meant to be used as a primer. My bad. That's probably why they're not very similar. This isn't awful, but it doesn't do that much either, so I don't think it's like amazing, but at the same time, it's affordable, it's accessible, and it is doing something. It's just not everything I wanted it to be, so it's just a little bit of a disappointment. And my last disappointment of the month is the Danessa Myricks Color Fix Pigment in the shade Creme Brulee. I bought this to use as an eyeshadow or a blush. I didn't really want to use it on my lips, particularly because it is matte, but I don't like this. It applies fine as an eyeshadow. It does crease a little bit on me, but nothing terrible. But it also does not blend out. It really is just going to be pigment right on the skin. So it's fine if you're going for a very monochromatic eyeshadow look, but it's not going to blend into anything and you can't blend anything into it. It also will not blend out on my cheeks. I end up looking like I have little dots no matter how much I rub it in. I don't love this. It's fine. I can use it for my eyeshadow, but I don't love it. No, too bad. Not my favorite. And with that bummer out of the way, I want to touch on my top products for the month. I have lots more that I also really liked that are kind of sort of comfortably in the middle. They definitely weren't a fail, but they weren't my like top products. But I've narrowed it down to just sort of the best of the best for this month. I have 11 products here. So the first product I have here is the Melt Cream Blush Light in the color Honey Thief. I talked about this in my review of my Sephora haul, which I will link in the cards above. I'm never sure which side it's on. I really like this. I think this is a really awesome product. I love the formula, I love the color, I like that it blends over powder or under powder. It works really well. I think it's really awesome. Another cheek product, this is the Ofra Highlighter in the shade Pillow Talk. I have a mini. It is sort of like an icy pink highlight. I really like this. I think it is absolutely beautiful on the cheeks. I've had one Ofra highlighter before. I received a mini of Rodeo Drive, I think in an Ipsy bag like years ago, and I didn't like it. And at the time I thought I didn't like it because I didn't like the formula, but I'm pretty sure I didn't like it because it was the wrong color for me. Rodeo Drive is very gold. I am much better in the cool tones, so like pink, like icy pink like Pillow Talk is much nicer on my skin. I really like this. I think this is awesome. Also from my Sephora haul, I picked up the Fenty Lip Duo in Cupcake and Bubble Binge. I've really been enjoying Bubble Binge, but between the two, the standout is definitely Cupcake. This is a very kind of boring shade, but it's a very Dana shade. It's exactly the sort of nudie pink that I like to wear. I just think this is absolutely gorgeous. I think it looks good with everything. I think it works with almost any eye look I do. I love this. I think this is great. One product that really surprised me this month is the Cosis Airbrow Clear Brow Gel. I picked this up on the idea that as my brow lamination started to wear off, I would need something just to sort of put the hairs back into place ever so subtly. I know there are cheaper brow gels out there, so I'm not sure why I picked up an expensive one just for something so simple, but I do really like this. I think this gives a very similar effect to the brow lamination. Of course, my brow lamination's only about 3 weeks old, so it does still have some life in it. They're not completely gone. But I think this stuff works really well. I do really like it, and I would actually consider repurchasing this, and I would probably purchase this in a colored shade as well. A definite favorite from my e.l.f. haul this month was the Holy Hydration Makeup Melting Balm. This is sort of your typical makeup melting balm. I've only used this a couple of times. As you can see, it's only got a few digs out of it. I really like this. I think this is an awesome alternative to the Pharmacy Green Clean. Actually, I think they're almost bang on dupes. They've got a very similar consistency, a very similar smell, and they work really well. This one is so much cheaper. If you have e.l.f. in your Walmart, or I don't know where else you can get it in the States. Is CVS a place that sells makeup? I don't know. I'm sorry, ignorant Canadian here. I think this is really good, and I definitely think if you are in the market for an affordable makeup cleansing balm and this is available near you, it's a contender for sure. An eyeshadow palette I was really impressed with this month. This is the Colourpop Limoncello palette. When I first saw this, I wasn't even sure I was going to pick this up because it is quite like a simple eyeshadow palette. Like if you cover up this blue, it's just really nude. I guess it's got like the one bright yellow in there, but overall, it's not a bold palette, but I really like it. You can get some really awesome looks with it. The pan size in these is a little bit bigger than the ones in the typical Colourpop palette, if that matters to you. To me, it doesn't. I don't pan eyeshadows anyway, so I don't concern myself with the price per gram because I'm never going to use up the full gram of it anyway. I think these are really nice, and I'm super happy I have this in my collection. This is the Glow Recipe Avocado and Ceramide Recovery Serum. I don't know if you can tell, but I've actually used quite a bit of this product already. I am using it religiously every day. I love the way this feels on my skin. I love how it soothes the redness and the irritation that I get around my acne on my chin. I think this is a fantastic product, and I'm really enjoying it. I wish it was cheaper because I know I'm probably going to end up buying another one of these when I run out, but I think it's worth it. I've never experienced something that is this soothing and moisturizing on my skin before. This is the Rare Beauty Always an Optimist Pore Diffusing Primer. I have a little mini here. I love this stuff. I think this works really well. It's got sort of a similar texture and effect to like a typical pore filling primer like the Porefessional, but it's not silicone-y, it's just smooth. I can't pinpoint exactly what it feels like, but it's smooth and soft without being slippery, and it almost goes like a powdery matte, but not fully matte. Does that make sense? Am I making any sense? I really like this. I think this is really awesome, and when I run out of the mini, I might consider a big one. I think this is really good. Another favorite for this month is the Colourpop liquid liner in the color Sky High. This is the lighter of the two blues. They also have a darker one called Crazy, but which I also own, but the new one to me is Sky High. I'm really enjoying it. It's a very bright sky blue. It's beautiful. It looks so nice on the eye. It pairs really well actually with the Limoncello palette from Colourpop. I'm really enjoying it. I think it's really nice. This is the Huda Beauty Power Bullet Cream Lipstick. I have the shade Honey Bun here, which is just a really nice sort of brownie nude color. I think these are awesome. These have such a nice, comfortable feel on the lips. They last forever, but they're not dry. They just make your lips look so nice, so plump. I really enjoy these. I think these are awesome. This next one is a product I really hoped I was going to like, but I wasn't 100% sure if I would. I was trying it out more than anything, but I am obsessed with it, and that is the Menagerie Arthurine Blush Palette. I have been using this not just as a blush palette, but also on my eyes. Some of the shades are definitely bold enough to be eyeshadows. So that is what it looks like on the inside. So there are some sort of lighter shades, some deeper shades. These three in the middle are pretty deep on my skin, but I can actually make them work if I want a more plummy blush. I can definitely go for something very, very bright up here, or very bright in the middle down here. I think this is fabulous. I have used every shade in here on both my cheeks and my eyes. I love it either way. I think this is an absolutely amazing, amazing palette. I'm so sad I didn't try Menagerie before now, and I'm so sad that I'm just getting my hands on this now, but I'm so happy I have this. I love this. I think this is great. Now, all of these previous products have been in no particular order, but this product here, this next one, is my absolute favorite of the month, no question. And that is the Oden's Eye Norns Highlighter in Web of Destiny. This one is, oh, I'm hoping that pattern is showing up. It is sort of webbed, like it's got pink and pearly colors with streaks of bronze and gold through it. It is just unbelievably beautiful in the packaging, and that artwork, I mean, oh, gorgeous. It feels wet to the touch. Like, it's somewhere in between a Colourpop Super Shock and a true cream. Like, it's definitely a powder, but it feels wet to the touch, and it just goes on so nicely. I put it on this morning I put this makeup on over 14 hours ago, and my highlighter still looks great. This is amazing. I am so amazed as my first ever purchase from Oden's Eye. This is awesome, and I am so excited to try more from the brand now. I kind of want the rest of the Norns highlighters. I know I don't need them. I know, but I kind of want them. Oh my God, this is amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. My absolute favorite for April. And there you have it. Those are my least favorites and my most favorites from the month of April. I hope you enjoyed this style of video. If this is your preference of favorites, please give this video a like so I know that this is the style I should keep trying for, May and onward. If not, if you prefer March, let me know in the comments and I might revert. We'll see what happens. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye-bye!